last of the Energon reserves have been transferred to the Ark. Engines are online. All systems go.
There he is.
Nice work, Ironhide.
Optimus Prime.
How goes the city shutdown procedures?
Nearly finished, Optimus. My team will have all systems powered off and archived by the time we launch.
Good. I'll send the boarding call out momentarily. But first...
Optimus, Decepticons have broken through sectors 9 through 12.
That was Grimlock's post.
More Decepticon squadrons approaching from the north and west.
Optimus, this is Ratchet. Decepticons have invaded the city. We need you at the fortress to help coordinate defenses.
I think that's air raid? It's not Jetfire. I don't think that's Jetfire. Let's see, you got anything up here? Oh yeah, there is something here. Didn't miss this.
General evacuation? I thought I'd heard it all. Optimus expects us to turn tail and retreat. Not happening. If I turn my tail, it'll be to crush another wave of Decepticons with it.
So talk about that audio log. That is from Grimlock. Those who are unaware of who Grimlock is, first off, how? How do you not know who Grimlock is? Grimlock's like Percy. Look, don't get me wrong. I loved Prime. I loved B and a lot of the other G1 casts, but Grimlock was always just so much fun to me. Mostly because like his role in the original Transformers the movie. He's just on this whole adventure on his own.
It's targeting the Ark.
With Wheelie. Which, God, the voice for Wheelie is probably my least favorite thing of that movie. But everything else about it, God, its soundtrack is fucking great.
Optimus, the bridge is out.
Keep going, Jetfire.
Oh, it was Jetfire.
The Decepticon warp cannon.
Okay, I actually want to talk about some like weird little trivia for Transformers. If you are unaware of anything with some of the weirder side of Transformers stuff, Jetfire has quite possibly one of the more interesting histories, especially on the toy side. His appearance in the cartoon actually did not reflect his toy at all, which is odd for Transformers. His appearance in the show is his set appearance now going forward in terms of G1.
Ratchet, I'm approaching the side entrance.
But no, is there anything over here? Ah, money.
Almost there.
Oh shit. Okay, we're moving. We're moving.
Soon. I'm inside.
Oof. You died fast.
At Warpath, get a response team ready and
Uh-oh. I have to go swap my laundry in a second, but I do want to say this though. The thing I'm talking about Jetfire. Jetfire's original toy was actually not a Transformer. So for those unaware, a lot of the Gen 1 Transformers were imports from Japan and put into the brand that would become the Transformers. It was an old brand called Diaclone for a lot of them. I believe it was microchangers for some of them. Like, for example, one of them was the Walther P-38. That would become Megatron. And a bunch of the Diaclone toys would become... Mostly Diaclone toys would become the other robots. But, Jetfire was an imported Veritech from Macross. Just given red stripes and the Autobot symbol. But they couldn't animate Jetfire because Robotech was already a thing, from my understanding. It just caused this whole legal nightmare around Jetfire. It doesn't exist anymore since now Jetfire has been... I'm trying to think who's been... I believe at Osprey. He's been aircraft... Not aircraft carrier. He's been cargo transports. In Dark of the Moon, he's the Blackbird, which, you know what? Favorite part of Dark of the Moon is grumpy old man Jetfire turning into a fucking Blackbird. That's because I love the Blackbird. Okay, give me 1 second. Uh-oh.
meet me in the
Okay, oh, I got scared. Because,
Megatron's timing is as lousy as ever.
I've been having issues with my microphone. Oh shit, that's a lot of guns.
Scanning identity.
I'm your boss.
Identity confirmed. Enter Optimus Prime.
Look! It's Optimus Prime!
Thank Primus, security is still online.
Optimus, we tried our best. Without Grimlock, Megatron rolled right over us.
Easy, soldier.
Yeah, that is also one of the weirder changes
Thank you, Bumblebee.
in this
I got it.
continuity.
Try it now.
The fact that Grimlock
Still not
exists.
stable. Do it over.
For those who have never seen Generation 1, Grimlock was built on Earth in G1.
Optimus, please, take me with you.
You'll be safer here until we can return.
Don't do this. I can still fight.
No, you can't.
Optimus. He's in stasis.
Till all are one, my friend.
Let's load him up. Yes, sir.
Just seeing how many shards I have. Okay.
Good.
He's nearly ready to fly, Jazz. Music to my ears, Sideswipe.
Sideswipe, we need that drop ship to get support to the outer wall.
We scavenged all the good parts for the Ark, Optimus. She'll fly.
So we got Sideswipe, who, again, these are a lot of them. Actually, if I remember correctly, everyone here is G1 characters.
Optimus, I need your help.
Ratchet.
We've got Silverbolt and Ratchet. Silverbolt being a member of the aerial bots.
Grab that cable. Now.
Which again, that's another weird one, because if I remember correctly, with the exception, for some reason in my head I always associate Jetfire with the aerial bots. I could not tell you why.
Well met, Ratchet.
I think it's just the Mandela effect.
I'll handle
No,
the rest
know
of
what
it.
it is?
I'm
It's
sure
because
you'll
in
need
my
it
head,
elsewhere.
because Jetfire is always now
Save
just
your
an
strength.
Autobot in Transformers Armada, well, the entire Unicron trilogy, Jetfire is an Autobot. So it's just in my head, Jetfire's always been an Autobot. If I remember correctly, he predates the Civil War in G1 and is frozen on Earth. But he's mentally aligned with the
Leaking
Autobots.
over here. Hello. Look out! Hold on, soldier. I'll get you out.
Here we've got Cliff Jumper,
Together.
another G1. But, yeah, the aerial bots were built long, like very far into the war after they came to Earth. I like to say it was season
We've got this
2.
covered, Jazz.
Here's
Grimlock
Jazz.
left his post.
I actually
you to
really
find
like
him.
Jazz.
On my way.
He's really fun. And the voice actor fucking is killed it as Jazz.
Optimus?
Here's Warpath.
Grimlock. Warpath, give me a status update.
Perceptor and a bunch of tech heads are trapped inside the nerve center at the south gate. I'm gathering a rescue.
If I remember correctly, Warpath's, for those of you who don't remember Warpath, I don't necessarily blame you. If I remember correctly, Warpath shows up and there's a lot of Autobots who just show up out of nowhere in Season 2 because, look, while Gen 1 is a lot of fun as a Transformers series and kind of set the groundwork for what would become the Transformers brand, it wasn't the best storytelling, though there are some really good stories in it. There's also some amazing lines, especially from Starscream.
You are the last hope.
Okay, so you can see a bunch of my guns are already upgraded. I've played this before. I'm not wiping my data again. But... Oh! Oh, right! I've actually never been able to use the throwback blaster. The reason for that is, the DLC can't be bought anymore because of the... Oh, God. Oh, I'm actually gonna use this for a little bit. But yeah, so as you can see, even a couple of these guns, you notice that I have to buy them still. It's just I have to buy them to unlock their upgrades. Once you buy a gun, you can just equip it as many times as you want. I haven't really spent too much on perks, though, the fuck? But yeah, you may notice I don't buy a lot of the perks just because a couple of them are kind of worthless. But, if there's a couple I would recommend buying as quickly as possible. This is something I might pick up later, but I would recommend picking up Master Leg Servos and Cheap Shot. Cheap... Oh my god, that's good. That is so good. The reason why that is so...
Time for some velocity.
The reason why I love this throwback blaster right now is because those sound effects are the sound effects from the original G1.
Grimlock's unfettered anger represents as much danger for the Autobots as it does for the Decepticons.
Yeah, Grimlock has always been one of my favorites. He's just, in the original, he's just a big dumb dinosaur.
You want the honors, Optimus? It's your show, Warpath.
Listen up! We got cons right outside this door. When the door opens, we go out hard. You will engage the enemy with guns blazing and gears grinding.
Yes, sir!
Hit on 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go! Keep attached formation. But this way, Optimus. Let's move around and flank these cons. What are you grunts waiting for? Follow Prime! Those cons are trying to break into the nerve center!
One fewer target.
Turn you into a rolling...
I'm not gonna use the thing too much, I just wanted to show this off. It's a fun gimmick weapon, but it definitely isn't good, like something that would last, I think, for to the end game.
Clear! Warpath, meet me at the door to the nerve center. I can certainly use this.
Yeah, Grimlock is like this big dumb dinosaur in the original run, though, there's a moment that lives just rent-free in my head. It's Grimlock saves the universe. It's so dumb, but it's so fun.
This jetpack is still live.
We need to remove it carefully.
You saying I'm not careful?
Optimus, scouts report a Decepticon dropship is coming in hot.
Looks like that jetpack will have to wait. Autobots, take defensive positions.
Optimus, you want dibs on
I do like how it has the OG, the Retro Blaster has the
I like
original,
the perspective this offers.
transformation
Decepticon
sounds.
dropship!
We must protect this door at all costs.
Decepticons nearby! Alert!
Stand your ground, Autobots.
All right, Prime!
Heads up! More Decepticons dead ahead!
Yeah, talk about the things I do like about this game. I love the how it sells the desperation of the last days of the war on Cybertron.
No more warmongering for you.
Get to cover, Prime!
Keep them away from the nerve center.
Rocket coming in!
Okay, I need it back off for a moment. I need some energon.
Optimus, stay near the nerve center door!
Have to get these damages fixed.
Recently. What means that little tank won't do much?
I like the perspective this offers. He should never have challenged us. That's the last of them.
Oof.
Good work, Autobots.
Now, let's deal with that jetpack.
Yeah, no, I will say this. I want this game to return at some point. Like, I would love to have... High Moon Studio is gone, if I remember correctly. They went under.
2,
Which
3.
is a shame, because they did some amazing work with these games.
Warpath, secure the area, then make your way to the Ark. Protect it at all costs.
I honestly say I think War and Fall have my favorite...
Where is he
Okay,
now?
between the three games, I hold up as like the three best Transformers games. War and Fall are a darker, grittier perspective on the war, which, you know what? It works, because holy shit. The war got brutal. I'm bringing this up also because it was actually just announced recently that we're getting another Transformers animated movie that takes place in year 0 of the war. So it's like the events leading up to it, when Prime and Megatron were. Because they're going with the IDW and I believe the Aligned Continuity version, where Megatron and Prime were friends before the war started. Which, you know what? I like that perspective. It's one of my favorite changes that has been done to the Origins.
Optimus,
Perceptor.
meet me at the command terminal.
There's Perceptor. There's another fun Autobot who I'm happy to see more of. He was introduced, if I remember correctly, in the movie? No. He had a whole thing beforehand with the Rust virus. I forgot about that.
We'll teach these Decepticons a lesson.
My memory of G1's a little all over the place. The reason why is I haven't watched Generation 1 Transformers in years. The most I've rewatched recently of G1 was the Transformers the movie.
We nearly have the nerve center up and running again. Primus. There goes another Moleculon fuse. Optimus, if you'd be so kind as to locate another fuse.
I'll handle it, Perceptor.
He never had a chance.
And I gotta say, I love just how all the bots move in this. Like, it feels like there's actual weight behind their steps. But that's also mostly due to this game's amazing
That should
sound
do it.
design.
There they are. I've located artillery units throughout this complex that we could use to repel Megatron's attack. I've been trying to get these weapons online, but they're quite old, and
We don't have enough energon.
everything we have is fueling the Ark.
Can we spare any of it and still launch?
It's worth a try. We'll have to manually redirect the power to the artillery gun. I can't do it from here.
Optimus, we got Cods knocking at the door!
Stay online, Perceptor, and guide me to the first artillery unit.
Roger that, Prime.
Yeah, I'd rather have this for this scene. Just to show off one of the more interesting secondary weapons.
Return fire.
Yeah, black hole grenade.
I needed that.
All clear!
Seal the door behind me.
All right, Optimus. To get to the first artillery unit, you'll need to head through the engine.
How can I help you, Optimus Prime?
I'm gonna go with...
room. That's where we assembled the Arc's boosters.
I'm gonna see if I can get it to do the thing.
Optimus, you are the last hope.
Nope.
Path should be
Long live the last prime.
Nope.
fairly clear.
Long live the last prime.
All of that machinery will have been moved by now. All that
Hello, Optimus.
is left now is the city's old foundation pumps.
Come on, say it.
The last prime. This is an honor. Long live the last prime. Greetings, Orion Pax, Optimus Prime.
There it is.
Long live the
They
last
acknowledge
prime.
Orion Pax. Remember correctly, over here. I want the drone. Oh no, okay, good. I can have both.
Move it! They're about to get overrun! It's Optimus! The cons are in for it now!
Tell me, you try to be this slow or does it come naturally? The Autobots will triumph!
Rockets on the right!
Stay with me, Autobots.
You guys are over! Get behind something!
There we go. There's my main heavy weapon.
Let me show you how to aim!
We fight for our freedom. Keep the pressure on.
What a waste of better gun!
Optimus won't see this coming!
That's my troops. Ooh, I need to find, Let's see, do we have one lying around? Yes, we do! Oh, well, that's a game over.
Rockets on the right!
Autobot, open fire!
Here's an important surprise for you!
One fewer target. Keep the pressure on.
Yeah. Comparing gameplay though between B and Prime. Prime, if you notice in particular, is you can kind of see a little bit more with the driving. Prime is so much slower, but he's also just naturally has a battering ram, so Prime is going to hit a lot harder. Oh, an audio log I missed.
Arc inspection log 1245. Sideswipe here. Transmitting to, well, whoever will listen. Which at this point seems like no one. Once again, I feel compelled to record my objection to the current specifications for the Autobots' Exodus craft, the so-called Arc, the prototype Vanguard-class deep space interceptor. With insufficient armor plating and only 16 particle combustion canyons and 16 laser emitters, it is apparent, to myself at least, that only the craft's propulsion system is adequate to the task at hand. Clearly, the Ark is intended to simply outrun any hostile craft.
It's a lightweight speed ship.
Soldier, I'm looking for the closest control room.
I think it's this way.
Hello, Optimus.
I don't know, 200. I'm 50 short.
Long live the last prime.
Optimus, the control room is this way.
Where are the artillery controls?
They should be just around the... Incoming!
May I introduce a new model Decepticon? The Leapers.
Optimus Prime.
Their fronts are nigh indestructible. Their backs are where you gotta hit.
Thanks,
Or just
Optimus.
unload with
They'll
heavy
help us go.
artillery.
Optimus, are you all right?
I'm fine, Preceptor, but
Incoming!
Bet your circuits are shaking.
I say you die quickly in this, but so do the
I'm
enemies.
fine, Preceptor.
Everyone's pretty much throwing around like heavy ordnance all the time now.
This will help the war effort.
Which is another thing I actually normally hate that in third-person shooters, like where you just die very quickly. But this one, you know what, it kind of works because it sells just how desperate everything is. Like everyone's running on minimum supplies. Like no one has the energon for proper maintenance anymore. I should start actually investing again in my scatter blaster. I'm gonna need that.
You won't even see the sun. Where do you think you're going, Prime?
He should never have challenged us. Preceptor, I found the controls.
Excellent. You should be able to reroute energon from the Ark directly into the long-range artillery.
It appears to be working.
I also just love the way they show Cybertron in this. Like the whole city's just moving.
Rocket system is online.
The code looks pretty rusty, so I'm going to link the artillery controls directly to your targeting computer.
I'll find some Decepticons to try it out on.
More Decepticons! Hold them here, Autobots! Marauder, incoming!
They're gonna have to bury what's left of you in an oil can.
I'd be curious as to what an artillery strike would do to that marauder.
My sentiments exactly.
So may I present the unique gimmick for Optimus, or at least for this level. Every level is gonna have a unique gimmick. Optimus's is artillery strikes.
The Autobots look forward, Autobots.
You can't hide forever.
Again, it's just another thing. This game
Clear!
is just so smooth in its gameplay, whether it be moving, dodging, firing your guns, even transforming. It's all just seamlessly work together.
You can activate more defensive weapons. Move back through the engine room.
I would love, again, I cannot stress this enough, I would love to have this team come back to make another Transformers game.
Artillery offline.
Yeah, because we're inside, we don't have artillery. I also just love watching the flow of Energon and seeing like everything come to life.
You should be able to open a direct route to the flight deck.
Also, dying once out while you're out there is not a bad idea, just because it gets all this to respawn, and that's a lot of shards.
Optimus, you are the last hope.
There we go, upgrade that. Okay, good. My shotgun's fully upgraded. Yeah, its last one's fired. I will stabilize that. That will come in handy later. Also, by the way, a detail I do like, as you buy the upgrades, it does change the gun. Like, you can see now on our subsonic repeater here, there's now a little cartridge on the right. The scope was added, and I believe that bit at the bottom was added. It's a little detail. It's not necessary, but you know what? It's something I do love in some games where you upgrade the guns, when you see the upgrades change the guns. For some, it wouldn't really make sense. For example, Resident Evil 4, like, I think it's the Jailbreaker, or, the last shotgun, where it's just 100 rounds.
No, what do you mean?
The room is shifting.
I am noticing a strange power surge in your area.
This is again something I love about Cybertron as a concept. This whole planet's fucking alive. Well, yeah, it's all machinery, but for those unaware, the planet Cybertron is a transformer itself. It is their god, Primus. In canon, at least the two who are consistent with this, there's sometimes a third, but the two who always appear in this regard are the Transformer God, and the good one of these beings, Primus, who created the Transformers and set everything else into motion that we know of today, just by creating the Transformers. Then there's the Dark God of Destruction, or the living planet, or the planet that will consume everything, Unicron, which, Unicron's actually making an appearance in live action with the upcoming Rise of the Beast, which, God, I hate what that film's done to Wheeljack. I love, Wheeljack is a favorite of mine because Wheeljack made Grimlock.
Anybody, if anyone can hear me, Starscream is...
Starscream.
If anyone can hear me, feel free to listen in as I execute your friends.
Starscream.
Oh, did that hurt?
This damage has put me at risk. A welcome boost.
Go pick up that gun down here. This one gives you a little bit of a preview. You won't be able to do much with this yet, because I believe you need to find its blueprints, where you can start tuning it. But God, it is a fun weapon. There's also something up there. Oh, that's the other blueprint, I think. Shit, so that's the one I'm missing. The main reason I'm doing this as a series, it's not gonna, I know it's not long, so it won't take up, it's mostly a kill time between, you know, a little bit of a cooldown from the constant SR30. But, also, it's just the thing of, like I said, you can't, oh, thank you for the, thank you, Soundwave Eject, for the follow. Hello! Okay, how do I do this one again? It's annoying to me because, like, oh no, this isn't the other blueprint. This is, intercooler. I had all the, blueprints, and then I lost my save data. And welcome to the chat. Yeah, the only thing we need...
No.
Optimus, what's going on?
I couldn't save them.
Oh, God.
If we don't
Oh, no,
protect
I
it,
was just
there's
blind.
no future for any of us.
Of course, Preceptor. You're right. I'm heading to the neutron gun now.
I'll be honest, I kind of like this, like, just scene of brutality. Like, it just shows, like, how fucking dark this
Preceptor,
war has
I
gotten.
can see the Ark just ahead. Thank the Matrix, it's still standing.
Be careful approaching the neutron gun controls, Optimus. Decepticon troops have overrun.
Upgrading my systems can help you.
I will say, Fall, War, and Devastation are the 3 best Transformers games we'll ever get, and I don't think we're ever gonna get anything on this level again. Yeah, fucked Decepticons.
Impressive, Optimus.
Save the praise for when we get out of this.
Shooting you guys is actually boring!
Optimus, I'm reading more Decepticons on the upper walkways.
Another casualty. Regrettable.
Taking a sharp look! Incoming! Autobot artillery! Head for cover!
Rickety, corroded trash! Stupid grenade!
Okay, you just fall back for a little bit, let my shield recharge. And there you go. Energon and ammo. Ooh. Ah! I do need to upgrade my shield. I should. Give me a second. I can't do that yet, but what I will do is...
Megatron, we have established a perimeter around the neutron gun controls.
Defend it at all costs!
Yes, Lord Megatron, but...
Without those defenses, the auto... What was that noise?
No, sir. We'll check it out.
I love that scene so much.
Impressive, Optimus.
Save the praise for when we get out of this.
Scramble! We got Autobots!
Optimus, I'm reading more Decepticons on the upper walkways. Optimus, how about calling in an artillery strike?
Already on it.
A small but decisive victory.
Go on heavy ammo. Yeah, like, I was saying, this game didn't, like, revolutionize anything, but God, it refined its stuff from everything that they set up in, War for Cybertron, and they just smoothed it out.
Scientific term for that is pulverize.
Have to get these damages fixed.
I need Energon. Okay, hopefully that's close enough to do some damage. Oh, no, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. Wait, what? Where? One thing I do wish this game had. I wish it had a... Okay, oh no, there you are. Oh, hey, Timeline Man, welcome back! Also, update since you last rated us, Timeline Man. We now have custom emotes. Only 3, but you know what? At the start,
I found the neutron gun controls.
I got them commissioned. I believe I set them up properly.
The neutron gun is activating.
Ah, the big gun.
Targeting systems won't respond, Optimus. You'll have to fire it manually. I'm uploading coordinates to an access panel now.
I have 5 free. I don't really do anything with it. I don't have enough yet to promote the subscriber tiers. I just don't feel right doing that.
My team and I are pinned down at the Ark's fueling station. Patience, Ironhide. These systems have
Because
been offline for thousands of
it is a whole...
details. Just tell us how to fix it.
Ironhide's right, Perceptor. We don't have much time.
Yes, keep moving, Optimus. You should see the manual controls shortly.
I like how Perceptor's trying to give like those long technical explanations, like, how do we fix the big gun?
Optimus! The entire Decepticon army is knocking at my door! Where is that support?
Hang on, old friend.
More later, fix now! Oh god. To be honest, this level has some of my favorite events in this game.
I don't have the firepower to stop those tanks!
Then you're lucky I do.
And I will say, for those who have played this game, I request not spoiling what's about to happen, just in case, because I can understand there are people who haven't, and this is also just, I said, this is mostly for documentation's sake, because you can't buy this game anymore, pretty much. Or, if you buy it, you have to find physicals, and they're going up. War for Cybertron, I never find for, like, under $100. It's ridiculous, and I want to play that game. I do think, I've heard Fall is better just because it's more refined controls, but I just want to see more of these characters. Like, these are probably stuff, this is probably some of my favorite writing for the Transformers I've seen in a while. Yeah, where's the last one?
Focus your fire on those tanks!
I've heard, especially because that's pretty much what you have to do for them now. You have, and
What? You're out of energy, Optimus.
Then we need to find more, Perceptor. I'm heading back to you.
I have a family member trying to text someone at work and they're texting me. Yeah, no. Oh. Here we go.
Optimus, my readings just spiked. What happened?
The door shut on its own.
Where are you going? That area doesn't even appear in the schematics.
If you have a PS3 or a 360, you can sometimes find used physical copies, but they're hard to find. Here we go. I'll talk about that later.
Whoever you are, I can feel your presence through the Matrix.
Whole sequence of events is so good. It just sends chills.
I ask you. No, I order you. Help us in this dire time of need.
Oh, I love this. It's so good.
Metroplex heeds the call of the last blood.
Optimus, what just happened?
Easy, Perceptor. He's one of us.
Awaiting your orders.
Metroplex, you must destroy the Decepticon warp cannons on the outskirts of the city.